Hello everyone, welcome to our webinar. First of all, we are sorry that we are a bit late because we had some problems with the microphone, but hopefully it's fine and everything is loud and clear now.
Yeah, just let us know if you can hear us better because we just installed microphone to give you a better sound, to be honest. Yes.
Okay.
So hello to everyone, and today we will have a webinar about the new interface changes, basically, and we would like to focus about the changes that are ready, the changes which are not ready yet, but we already understand what we have to do. So it's mainly according to this, what is planned in the interface and new options. And also we can talk a little bit more about the plans for the next 2-3 months that we have and where our focus is. And of course, there will be extended Q&A where we can just answer all your questions. And because we understand that after this interface update, there is a lot of questions according to this. Where are the things and so on and so on. So we will try to cover all this.
Okay, so let's say first 10 to 15 minutes will be about the changes in the interface. A lot of you are probably familiar with them, but anyway, let's go
hopefully
and see this. Okay. Some of you probably have seen this part of the presentation, but probably Pavel?
Okay, so our goal, because we already tried to explain this on the previous webinar, that we understand your feedback that the interface is a little bit cluttered and it's not really up to date and so on and so on. So we are trying to cover this, and we are just going into the best UI options. We will also cooperate with the external UI expert, UX experts, to bring this solution. But in general, this is what we do. We just try to clarify the interface and just to group the items together, which during this 2 years already, 1.5 years on the AppSumo and 2 years in general, are cluttered and so on and so on. So we are just trying to reach the status when it's at least easy for the typical copywriter to use the tool without looking for example for why there is so many items and so on. Okay, so the first main update is the navigation and the menu structure. So we group the existing menu, and we just give it to the 3 points menu. It's like a group where when you need it, you can use them. So if you are using something and you don't know where it is right now, it's just in the 3 dots menu. And here you see also the checkbox, like it's done, and this is something what will be later developed into changing the tags as well. So right now it's only the checkbox for done, but later we will do also all the tags and so on. Okay, so I think that was the main change.
It's a bit slow, so.
Okay, so and then the second one was the title and description, as some of users didn't find it well. So I mean, if they compare the content score, for example, from other tools to the NeuronWriter, mostly they forget to write the title or description or whatsoever, so just the meta. So we bring it to be more visible. We don't call this meta because there was also unclear for everyone what the meta is, because not everyone really knows what is the meta title and meta description. They are just using the title or article title. So we try to also use the vocabulary less on the SEO level and more on the copywriter level. Sections, subsections, we still using the headings and headers, but we are going this way to use the main vocabulary from a copywriter perspective. This is something which, if you are using this, which should be quite easy for you to use. Right now, you have also automated title and description generation with the GPT. So you can also generate the title and description with the GPT. And then you have also integrate the checklist. And basically the checklist right now can be visible also in the Chrome extension and can be visible when you are just typing something, when you are working. So that was also the goal. When you, for example, optimizing the title and description, you can see the content score. But if you just working on the headers, then you can easily see how the headers are improving your content score as well. So that was the goal for this change, and I believe it's something which is like still in the progress. So we are adding this to the checklist, elements to the checklist. We are doing some improvements there, and also we have the statistics in the checklist as well. So the content statistics, like how many headers you have, how long the content is, and also the readability score, which a lot of you ask where it is. Right now it's in the checklist. So we will try to move all the information about the content, the statistics from the content to the checklist. So if it's not present in the checklist, then ping us and we will just add it there. And the next, and I think this is one of the biggest changes in the interface, is how the draft migrated to outline. So as you remember, we have this old draft mode, which was like some kind of separate process where you can add the headings and build the content outline. It was one way only, because it allows you to build the outline and then to create the article, but it was very difficult to use, or almost impossible to use, when your article was already written. So and also it was not really accessible with the Chrome extension, and this what we did. We just migrated it to a sidebar and create this a tool which is useful for content creation, for content optimization, and also in future it will be useful for the content generation, because right now we are using the headings for content generation, but it will be used more. So that's something that will be, I believe, the outline right now is very, very easy to use, and it's really a great opportunity. And as you can see, we added also on the outline level a part of the headings which are called smart headings. And that's are the headings where you can use the headings from the competition, which have the terms that are needed for your article structure. So if you are missing some kind of terms in the H2, for example, then we will propose you, okay, that are the headers with your missing H2s, and you can use those headers just to enrich the content architecture. So this is quite important. You can just choose whatever, a very good content outline, and basically the good content outline is a very it's optimized start for the article, or generated or written. Okay, and the next, just the smart headings. Yes, that was covered. We migrated the AI writing templates, so now the advanced templates and the standard templates are together. We'll talk a little bit more about this because we are seeing a lot of work on our side to improve those templates. And in general, this is something what we will focus in the next few weeks to improve how templates works, to regroup those templates, to delete some templates which are not used, because there are some, let's say, maybe not duplicates, but the templates which can be used in the same way. So we will try to just clean up a little bit this template repository, and then we will have something very useful. And also we understand that some of you would like to have the one-click template, like no question asked. And this is also something what we will do, because right now we try to push a little bit more on the quality level, like first do the outline and later, based on the outline, create the article. But we also hear the voices that, yeah, I don't care about the outline, just need the words or characters, and this is what it's working. Here team is asking about more about the smart templates or the smart headings. So yeah, in general, we just find the headings which are related to terms that you need in the article, on the article structure. So if there is something missing on your H2 structure, basically could be H3 as well. You can use it as H2, as H3. That's depend on you. We just give you the information about, okay, you are missing, for example, header which have AI detection, like on this example, AI detection term, and that are the headings which can be used for to covering this word. Yes, and later, of course, using this heading, you can generate a paragraph which will be about the AI detection and so on. So that's are the smart headings. So basically, the smart headings are helping you to produce better content outline. Yes, and then we have a content designer. Content designer is something new in our in NeuronWriter in our, I would say, function on function level. And basically, we are seeing this like separate a separate process. As you know, we are still on the quality level, so we try to do everything to bring the best quality for the end user. So this is also why we group the templates. So we will have on one side, we will have the templates like AI templates, where you can use those templates, where they will be quite easy to use, and they are very simple. I mean, like they are just using the terms, and they are also cheap according to the credits because they don't use anything else. They don't really understand nothing about the context. They don't really, there's only the terms, like, okay, that are the terms that should be used in the H1, H2s, and that are the terms that should be used in the body. That's all what we send during with this typical AI templates. And on the other side, we have the content designer and the content designer is something which is, I believe, which will become a very good content quality tool, which is based on multiple factors. So first of all, it's based on the SERP results. So all what we found in the SERPs, like competitors, like, this all statistics, densities, and so on and so on. This is used to understand what should be in the article, how the article should look like, also like information like people also ask, and so on and so on. So we build like, the outline for this article, and later basically we send a lot of information to AI, and you have a feedback first so I will just go through. So first, as you can see, here are some other I will just go a little bit more, and then we go step by step. And also what we would like to use during this process, we would like to use your project settings, which is very important, because that's something where, for example, we can use the keywords that you would like to rank for. You don't want to use some negative keywords. That's something also what will be in the process, and so on and so on. So if you look how on the end how good article will be and how optimized it will be for your niche and project as well, I believe that will be the quality where you will like the article, the end article, as a starting point. And still we are seeing this, the content designer, it's something where you will just work on the article, on the landing page, whatever, and we are still seeing this not as an end product, but as something then what you can start to optimize. So it will be just I would say a lot of content from the AI, but we are still seeing here potential for content optimization from the user perspective. Yes, so this is very important for us, that still user will optimize the content, at least will check the content on the end. Okay, and how this works, you just start with one keyword, like here, high quality content writing, and then a system, you just choose some settings, and then system generates for you the title, description. Of course, it generated using the most important terms which should be present in title and description. Then you have the outline. So exactly this what we are seeing here, and also you can enrich this outline with the smart headings. And later, if you are happy with the outline, you can generate the content, and you have a content in a content editor when you can just edit this content. As you can see here, we have already the placeholder for the images. There will be more media, more formatting, and in general, we are trying to add as much information as we can on the article level. So you will have article which don't really looks like it generated, because it will be like well formatted. It will get a lot of media. It will really looks like it's human written article. So it will be easy for you to adapt this article to on the quality level to be something like like outstanding. Yes. And I hope that will be something what you will happy with, and Damian did a great job here for providing all this information for you, and and this is still like the beginning of our work according to this, how we are seeing the end results with the content designer.
Yeah, and we are aware that we've created a workflow that helps you create content with content designer, but there's still a lot to do in terms of the output length and quality, and this is something we are currently working on. So
surely it will be improved according to this, because right now this what we focus on the content score, and the next steps still this month, that's something that we will do. It's a focus on the content length, on the vocabulary in general, on some options like the adding, for example, the images which are hosted somewhere in the cloud, and so on and so on. So there are still a lot of options which have to be considered to enrich this content designer. But at least you can try this as it works. It's still a beta version on our side, but I believe it will be a very good option for you. Okay, and maybe we will just cover the questions right now, and later we will we'll chat about the next steps and plans, which are I can just leave it as this. You can just migrate the windows. It will be easier.
Yeah. Okay. So there was a question: are there levels above yellow diamond? Currently, no. Another question: can you optimize a page for more than one keyword?
Yes, you can do this. For example, you have your main keyword. Yes, like the main keyword. This is the keyword or the terms which are using searching for. But you would like to add some more keywords. You can do this. There is something we can show you later. There is something called additional keywords, and then you can type few keywords there, and we will use them and extract them if we found them from the competitor's content, and also you will get scoring from those keywords. So it could be useful for new brands. It could be useful for the things which are like less seen in the SERPs. But yeah, but in general, you have to really see, because sometimes people are thinking that they can, for example, have one content piece for a multiple keywords, like a multiple, but already Google looks on the user intent, and then you also have to look on the user intent. And if there is an intent that it should be on separate pages, then you should do just separate pages. Yes. Here is a question from team on OpenAI keys. We are thinking about this. We don't know yet. That's something that will be our focus right now will be more on the content optimization for the next few weeks or months. Maybe we will see how to do this, and later when we come back to content generation, we will see how to play with this, because there's so many tools that generate content that we are not really sure if we should compete with them.
Daniel, have you considered hiring an experienced prompt engineer to improve the output quality? Well, we're actually cooperating with some of you who advise us in terms of what can be used to improve the output quality and length. Honestly, during the last weeks, we've spent maybe 90% of our time doing the interface improvements and preparing the new workflow, and there's still a lot of time required to concentrate on the output length and quality. And
yeah, especially that in some languages the output right now it's I would say high quality. There are some languages when we have to improve and so on, and it's not really clear how to do this for everyone in the same quality. It's quite challenging, to be honest, and it's challenging with the ChatGPT as well. So of course we are looking for different ways how to do it. This is also why we are using different models, engines for different things to just understand what's works the best. But as Damian said, this is still a road that we have to follow. This is still really unclear for us, and we will focus on this in the next weeks.
Yeah, and we are also aware of some of the possible solutions to our problems with let's say content length, but we just need more time to fully implement them. So I hope that at the end of the month it will be much better.
And Alex is asking here about users, so like custom user templates. That's something that probably will be accessible. We don't know when and how, because there are some issues with this as well. So we already have discussion with the users which were like unhappy with this. So we have to figure it out how to do this, that people will be happy. But anyway, again, this is not really our main focus. Our main focus right now will be on the content optimization, your existing content optimization, like how to really easy optimize the content that you already have. And that will be our focus, because we have a lot of data according this what you have on the specific article, what can be added there. We are thinking about some kind of audit report for the article, and you can then follow up this article report to improve this article. Yes, because right now we have so in general we have three main options in the NeuronWriter: writing the content, generating the content, and optimizing existing content. And first two, like writing the content and generating the content, I would say that they are existing, at least they are there. Yes, but for people who are willing to optimize the content that they already have, they don't know where to start and how to start. So this is something what we understand, that there is a need for the guide for them, and that's something that we will do. And also there's some kind of question about using Google NLPs, why we are not using Google NLPs, maybe.
We've actually tested Google NLP API, and the first problem is that it was not available in all the languages we wanted.
It's very limited according to the languages.
Yes, and also our own language models give us the ability to scale easily. We have full control over this, and
basically those models that we have are better for the search, because if you look on the Google NLP, it's basically focuses on the entities and not really on the semantical models. It's not really related to the semantical modeling.
Yeah, and
so there are huge gaps in the.
Yeah, not all the terms that have to be used are entities also. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so the next
David probably about improving the risk of keyword stuffing and including the count of closed terms and that have been used. Okay, so about the second part of the question, for at least some of the languages, we try to group forms of the same term, so that, for instance, we treat bikes and bike as the same term. We also think about the possibility to suggest synonyms. But all of these features depend on the availability of the dictionaries for a given language. And about the risk of keyword stuffing, at the moment, we just give the overall estimation of how dense are the terms inside of your content. So there's probably more to be done here, especially in terms of suggestion when you are over the limit for some of the terms, and also we probably should analyze the risk of keyword stuffing on a single term level, not only in an article as a whole.
That's something that probably will work when we just work on the content optimization more. Then we will also change a little bit the way how we right now inform you about the possible risk. And also this, what we are giving you right now, according to the density model, like how many times you should repeat the keyword on the page and so on. It's really related to the optimal article length. So we are just giving you, like, for example, for article which should be around 1,000 words, this is the number of terms that you should use. But of course you would like to have, I don't know, 2,000 words article, 3,000 words article. So we will give you the opportunity to change this, to do this kind of switch from the density as it's recommended to the density that you would like to risk with the new content. Because also we understand that sometimes the content which is very long or way longer than average it's needed, but it's not something really useful for the beginners or for the most of the copywriters.
Okay, simple question from Sarah. We are recording this webinar, so there will be a replay. Another question about the content designer eating a lot of credits. We are aware of this at the moment, but we are also very careful because we just want to make room for all the content that we will put through all the prompts that we have to be using in order to improve the both outline quality and the output length and quality. That's why it might look quite expensive compared to the old templates.
Yeah, it's very simple. In the old templates, you almost don't have the prompt which is going to the OpenAI. So it's like, I would say it's like 1 to 10. So you send one word and you get 10 words. And with the content designer, just opposite. You have to send 10 words to get one word. And this is why this is like that. And it will be always like this because, well, we are sending a lot of data to AI. And we understand that there is still a lot of work on our side to improve the quality of the output. We understand this and we agree with this. It's still beta version, and yeah, and that's something on our side that where we have to optimize this and so on.
Okay, can we have the model to optimize product pages for e-commerce?
Yeah, this is exactly what we are mentioning right now, that we need the process and way for the person as like you who would like to optimize the existing content. So yes, so that's something that we will work. So yes, maybe I will just we will finish the current questions and then we will just go over the plans that we have. Yes, and thank you very much, David, that you're satisfied with the tool. Thank you so much. We are not satisfied yet with the tool, but we are going there somehow. Okay. Mm, uh, so Nathan, you are here pasting something, but we don't
I
really
think
understand this.
both Paula and Nathan are talking about recording new tutorials, and Nathan also suggested that people from our community could help to create.
Yeah, so we have right now a person who is working with us and who is busy, let's say, with the new playlist or new academy, whatever. But yeah, we understand. We also understand that this is something like must have on our side. We were just waiting for the new UI so we can just make those materials and they will be valid for, let's say, 6 months or something. So yeah, so we understand that the materials the materials are a little bit obsolete.
Okay, Francois asked about the readability score and what can be done to make it better. So there are probably three factors. First of all, to make content easier to read, you can use words that are more popular, so avoid using rare words. Also, the length of the sentences and the overall length of the words you use also affects the readability score. So to make content easier to read, you have to use popular words, write shorter sentences, and avoid using long and difficult words. So
Yeah, and also this what we understand that the readability score is not clear. So this is something on our side. It's a challenge for us. It's unclear for the users. We are right now changing the scoring from 0 to 100 to the scoring with the grades, like B grade, C grade, and so on. So that's something that will be easier, or grade 6, something like this. So that will be easier for a typical copywriter to understand what is the goal of this content, because the readability exactly it's a way how, maybe not how users can read the content, but who is the target audience in general. So if you are seeing that the content is very difficult and we are telling you like, okay, this is difficult content, for example, it's 40 or 20, This means that it's very technical content. There is a lot of content elements which are like very specific or jargon or whatever. So it's like, if you just have like Google Search Console, how to optimize whatever, or how to start with Google Search Console. Of course, this kind of content will be technical and will be with the low readability score. And this is not something that we are really right now giving to the end user, like, okay, this is a technical article, you should follow this technical expertise because this is what audience is reading. This is this kind of audience, yes? So you are writing for a technical expert, and you should use the technical expert language. And this is what we are giving to you as a recommendation, but we are giving this just the numbers, and we have to figure it out how to give you the information, what is in the article, why you should use this kind of language, what you should add, and so on and so on. So it's a lot of work on our side here with the readability score, and we understand it, and that's on our side. It's surely something that we will do.
Okay, another question is about making a function that creates an article from a given outline. Actually, you have this already because we've changed how the one-click article template works. Previously, it generated outline in the background and generated article based on this outline. And now it just takes the outline from the editor, so you can adjust it any way you want, and it will generate content based on this outline. So, and if you want to achieve results like before, where you just get a fully generated article, you have to conduct 2 steps and start with a template that generates the outline, and then generate content with the one-click article template. So.
Yeah, and here is also the question from Daniel. Can you add conclusion template to AI templates? Sure, we can. That's something that we can. Surely this is a need. We can also add some kind of like intro template, like do an intro about the subject and so on. So that's something that we can do this. So Alex is complaining about the templates that are too bad. Their own templates and prompts. Alex, yeah, this is still on the table, but we have to figure it out.
Yeah, for now,
how to do it. Yes, because we have very bad. I have one discussion with user who was, maybe I can say this. Yeah, who was saying that there is a company who is selling the templates that user made for the money, and we wouldn't like to go this way, yes, because it's on our side, it's extra responsibility, and we don't really would like to go this way, yes. So if there are users which are like understanding that affected with some kind of drama with other companies which are selling, I think so, I know which company it is, which are selling the prompts and so on and so on. I am really unsure if we should go this way. Yes, we give you the option that you can export all the details from our soft, so you can export the terms, the density, and so on, even with very easy basic prompt, and you can do whatever you like with this, wherever you like with it. So you can go to the ChatGPT and just play with it. So I'm unsure if we are ready really to do this custom user templates right now. We'll see how this goes, yes, but right now I don't really see the value on our side.
Yeah, and to add to what Pavel said, you can probably try to create your own prompts using the export to ChatGPT prompt feature, which is at the bottom of the sidebar. So you will get the export of all the suggested terms, and you can probably copy them from there and use in your own prompts. So this is the workaround for now. Okay, I can see a question about the readability score indicator, which is now visible only in the checklist.
Yeah, we will do this. So we will just change this to something more useful, and then we will migrate it next to the title where it was
Yeah.
more or less. Yes, and also this will be the same with the, or we just migrate it to the scores. Yes, but anyway, it will be visible as you are asking. So it will be visible when you are writing. Yes, readability score, content length, and some suggestions. That's something that we will do surely.
Okay. Philip asked about where he can find the beta. Actually, Pavel said that the content designer probably is in beta stage, which means you don't have to do anything to access this. We also will probably try to post new updates, let's say every week. So the development isn't the production stage isn't much behind the development, so you will soon see new improvements and features. So that's it. um,
Mm, okay, don't credit. Why don't credit internal links and external links in the score? That's something that we will work on. I'm unsure if this will be on this checklist as a score, but surely that's something that it will be. It's on our list where we will look on those additional elements in content for optimization. That sounds so surely. Yeah.
okay.
Smart headings. Prediction the number of headings and if you are on average or below, yeah, maybe that's something that we can do. Surely there's so first of all, the number of headings, it's not a ranking factors. You can, if you have a very good domain, you can have less headings, or you can have also sometimes content with very bad headings. It's in top 10. So we can give you this kind of statistical information about, how much headings in average the competitors has, and so on and so on. As said, surely we will look on this when we will look on the optimization factors for a single article. So we are planning to just do some kind of audit template, and in this audit template for your content, there will be like how far you are with your single piece of content from average.
Okay, another question: is it possible to analyze the tone and audience and pass that info while writing the content? For now, we don't give information about the tone of voice, but you are able to select this when generating content. But we'd have to check if this is something that we can identify ourselves, or with, let's say, external help like OpenAI. Might be possible, but we would have to understand the costs and probably see if we can do this for all of our supported languages.
Yeah. Okay, the next question is yeah, so here is the Alex, which is asking all the time about the custom prompts, custom templates. Yeah, Alex, just ping us on chat. We can talk about this. Yes, but in general, we are against it right now because there are some leaks of the prompts and so on and so on. We just don't want to go this way. Carlos is asking for export of missing terms with examples and sources. Yeah, we can add this surely. Just ping us somewhere, and yeah, so we can add to these exports which are available right now something like export with, let's say, some kind of sources, whatever. Yes, so that surely can be done, and then you can use it in your own template. Okay, so audit templates, yes. So yeah, we will. Okay, so let's say we have right now the next section when we will just explain more or less what we are planning for the next few months. weeks, months. Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about the most important plans. Some of them we've already mentioned during the first part of Q&A. I guess there will be more questions once we cover the plans for the following weeks. So first of all, thank you all for all your feedback related to the new user interface. We are still learning about how you use this and which of the features are the most important for you. And we just spent the last week to make it as easy to use as possible, and also to bring back the features that we thought weren't as important, but it turned out that for some of you still are. So we are still going through this. Another thing that was promised recently is an updated language model for Thai. So this should be available soon. And something that was mentioned a lot of times, and we are aware of this, and this might be a huge impact on the way we score the content, is putting more weight on scoring the H3 headings. So this is something that a lot of you asked for a long period of time, and this is what we are currently working on, and this will also affect probably most of our models, including the content score, the content designer, and the AI templates. As we said, there will be much more effort put into improving the length and output quality from our content designer. And as Pavel said, we also plan to make auditing the existing content much easier than before. So there will be an improved workflow, and some of the ideas have been already covered during the Q&A. So these are the most important plans.
Yeah, so I will just wrap it up a little bit differently. So the next weeks, like 1, 2, 3 weeks, we will see how far we have to go. We will focus on just fixing all those small details, like for example, how to figure it out, the usability of, for example, readability score. So that's our, like, polishing the new UI, the new elements, and so on and so on. When we are ready with this, we will focus on the AI still, on the templates and so on. That's because still there is some the content designer mode and so on. It's, of course, it's something that we will do parallel. There is a link on the social media, on the Facebook, where you can just give us feedback. So if you didn't give us feedback, please do, because we need this feedback to just make it better. We will send also newsletter next week to ask all the users for the feedback according to the new UI. So first we do the soft launch, then we are polishing the all these small details, and then we will ask everyone for the feedback so we can really understand what is the feedback. And also during this asking for the feedback, during this surveys, we'll also ask for the 3 most important options for you which are missing in the tool, and this also leads to I would say clearing somehow. I don't know the correct word for this, but we have a wish list on the roadmap which is very huge. I mean, it's heavy. It's about 250 different ideas which are sometimes duplicated, sometimes they are like triplicated, and so on, because nobody would just read what is there. Everybody adding the new ideas. So we have a lot of ideas. We have some things on the roadmap, but we really don't don't really know what you really like. Yes, and especially that with the new UI, we develop a lot of things which were already on the roadmap. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe 80 points, maybe 100 points from the roadmap. It's already developed from this 250 that we are talking about. Yes, so we really have to figure it out how to clear this mess on the roadmap, and how to the wish list, I would say, because the roadmap is clear, the wish list it's a little bit unclear, and also the way how the wish list was or is designed, that the people are just seeing the most popular part, and then they are voting on the most popular, is also not giving us the real feedback. So we will just re-evaluate everything, and we will ask you for, like, three most important elements, and as this will be focused for us for this year. And as I said, we have this plan where we have to cover these three main aspects of the workflow, like creating the content, generating the content, optimizing existing content. And this is something what I believe will be very helpful for you, because also the content optimization also leads to something where you will really understand what kind of content do you have to work on. Yes, because right now we also understand that big part of the customers, it just are our customers, big part of you, it's just content writers, and they're just writing the content, and they don't really have their own websites, their own domains. They don't really have to care about the content which is already on the page. But there is also a big group of the people which already have the websites, and they have to care about the website. And we have the data, like Google Search Console data, when we can tell you, like, okay, you see, this is a promising piece of content, and just do the audit, and maybe this is something for you for this week. So that's the plan for the content optimization process, where we will have this kind of audit templates and so on. So I believe this is clear, and you will be happy with this. And we will try to also enrich as Damian just said, enrich the data set that we have in the tool, like, all these H3s, maybe the headers, and so on and so on. So we will see how to make this as best as possible on our side. So later you will be very happy with the content quality, because the content quality is something that if you are with us for more than a year or a year and a half, you know that we are really focusing on the content quality, on the long term of the content existing. We are quite against just generating content or low quality content and so on. Yes.
Okay.
Demonstrate how to optimize a page for more than one keyword. Just ping us on the web chat, and we can just send you some via or whatever. Yes, so I think that's something that we can do together. It's not for everyone.
Okay. Daniel asked about sending the example prompts via email. Yeah, this will be very helpful.
Yeah, if you would like to send some kind of examples, like, we need this template, just send us what kind of template do you need. If you would like to that we try some prompts, just send us a prompts. We are super happy to cooperate. So we are just busy with I would say that we are just busy with building this UI and aligning this UI and the process together. And this is the effect. What you see the effect of this on the UI level, but of course there is a lot of small details that we still have to improve. That's surely something that where you can help us. Happy to use this, and also about Alex, this content templates, custom templates, whatever. Just ping us, we will figure it out what to do for you and so on.
Yeah, and we also have a question about the auto insert terms feature. we've had the first attempt to include this feature, but we weren't satisfied with the results. So we have to think about probably 2 or 3 important factors. One is the cost of this feature. So we probably want to avoid sending the whole article back and forth between us and the OpenAI. The other one is making sure that inserting terms does not remove the terms that have already been used, and we still plan to implement this feature, but just need to give it a different approach, and this is also something that we will be working on in the following weeks.
Yeah, so that will be surely part of the content optimization. And yeah, this is what we tried to do earlier, but later, and the quality was not okay. But later we had a discussion with one of the users, and he said that he's using another software. And when he showed us the quality of other software, it was really lower than we expected. So, and still, he still was happy with it. Yes, I mean, like, it was like 50-50. Maybe I need this word, maybe I don't need this word, but I have the choice. And that was like very important feedback from this user, because he said, like, okay, quality, it's not really the quality in our meaning. Yes, it's not really something that it's necessary. I just want to have an option, and that was something that surely we can deliver this. But anyway, we will try to do this as a process. Yes, like, this kind of not like just regenerate the article, but to use more terms, which is very easy. You just use GPT-4 and it will just regenerate and really do the keyword stuffing there. Even if the meaning and the usability of the content is dropping, it will just use all the terms. But that's the idea for us, that we need the process. We need the process. When you need the optimization, maybe on the paragraph level, we will see how to do this. Yes, but surely that's something that is on our list. Okay, so there are a few actions points how to optimize content for multiple terms. So maybe we'll just stop recording right now. So if you have any other questions which are related to our plans and so on, just go now, and then we will stop recording and we can go and explain you how to optimize the for the one keyword, for the multiple keywords. Okay, so that's all. Yeah, so thank you very much for this webinar.